So you look at, or even at the end of your day, before you go to bed, sit down and write down what you actually did. And let's take a look at where you're jerking off and spending a bunch of wasted time and where you're actually being productive. Let's figure out how to get those production points, and maximize those throughout your entire day. More times than not, when people aren't making the money they want to make, or their business isn't turned the knob yet, or whatever you want to call it, mostly they're jerking off all day. Let's be honest. Okay. And I say that as kindly as possible. Okay. But more times than not, like their whole day is being wasted on crap that doesn't actually matter. So I would just say, if you get aware enough to look back and be honest with yourself that, well, you're right, Dan, I actually didn't prospect at all. I spent time watching webinars on other stuff that was interesting, that was coming through my news feed or whatever, right? And the majority of my day is really not being spent at an optimal pace or an optimal rate. And I could be doing that way better. The only way they're going to, I believe, make some significant strides in your business is if you're aware enough to call yourself out on your own bullshit. Listen, as an entrepreneur, you don't have a boss anymore, right? That's it. Like, you're the boss. The buck stops with you. In a normal work environment, your boss would call you out. They'd be like, Dan, you're an idiot. Like, you literally did nothing yesterday. Like, your job is to do X, Y, and Z, and we watched you on cameras, and you probably worked 10% of the day, and the rest of the day you're texting, you're on Instagram, you're on Facebook doing stupid stories and getting your hair braided. You're an idiot. Like, so for some of us, having the boss is necessary until you get to the point where, like I was at, and it was like I couldn't handle the boss anymore. I'm like, I have to become my own boss. So I have to stay aware of if I'm wasting time or if I'm not. And one really good way to do that is get fired in 2008 when your daughter's just born and you own 2 houses and a couple car payments, and you have no other choice but to go get the job done. Too many of us have been living in a place where we can get by with our job that we have or the income that we barely have enough of, but we've learned to survive. And so we're in this constant state of like, well, dude, yeah, I don't have any clients yet, Dan, and I've been in here for 4 years. I don't have any yet, but you know what? I'm not dead. I didn't starve to death. And it's like, yeah, your back was never put up against the wall, so you actually never really got serious about this, right? And when you look at this, when we're all looking through the same amount of information, why is it that some people go boom, and the other people are like, man, I still don't have a deal yet? Well, to me, that's just the person's mentality that took the information, since it's all the same. No one got any specialized treatment. No one got any specialized information that someone doesn't have in this group, right? Everyone got the same set of videos, the same set of weekly phone calls, the same Facebook group, right? They all got the same stuff. Same software, same whatever. You guys get it, right? It's the ones that finally said, listen, I'm going to change things up in my life. I don't want to answer to a boss, so I have to be my own boss. And to be my own boss, I need to be self-aware enough with my day, right? And they start checking themselves every day, every night. Hey, what did my day look like? Man, I completely blew it. Hey, you know what? You're going to blow days, by the way. You're going to completely blow a day here or there. It might even happen once or twice a week, okay? But if you don't know when you're blowing days, that's the bigger problem, because one day turns into 5 days and 5 days turns into a whole month. And next thing you know, you blew off a whole month or a whole quarter of a year, okay? And you weren't actually checking in with yourself. I'm telling you guys, take notes. I give the same advice to everyone I come into contact with. Just go back and look what you did yesterday. Go back and look at the day before. And then make that your routine of checking yourself. Some of you guys are going to scare yourself how much time you waste watching the freaking Cosby Show or freaking SpongeBob. I don't know what you guys watch, okay? But you guys are going to scare yourself like, wow, I just completely jacked that much of my day off, that much of my week off. And oh my gosh, no wonder I'm not making any strides in my business. No wonder, because I'm actually not doing anything.